is actually the project which will reduce lot of traffic congestion on the roads, and it will improve the lifestyle of ours, because your parents must be driving vehicles. There will be a lot of tension in their face when they are driving, because it is like you actually play a lot of computer games. It is like going through a crystal maze going on the city roads. And that tension will be taken away because you can sit comfortably in an air-conditioned coach, relax, read a newspaper or read a book or play a video game and reach your destination in time very comfortably. So that will be the situation once Hyderabad Metro Rail starts running in the city of Hyderabad. This is actually a public-private partnership. I'll just explain what is a public-private partnership. Generally, all these large infrastructure projects which get developed, the government of any state or government of India will act as a facilitator. In the sense, they create an enabling environment where the private companies bring in the expertise and they can actually construct and develop these projects. So in that sense, this is a joint venture between, or the public-private partnership between Government of Andhra Pradesh and Larsen & Toubro. You must be knowing Larsen & Toubro is one of the largest company, private sector company in India. People from Hyderabad, all of you must be knowing the high-tech city area, the cyber towers and all. All of those were developed and constructed by Larsen & Toubro. And L&T is represented by L&T Metro Rail Limited, another company which is bringing in all the expertise and developing this project. And Hyderabad Metro Rail, which is the project per se, is the project of the public. It belongs to each one of you and all of us. It's a project of the public for the people, and it is being dedicated to the people. So the Hyderabad Metro Rail project will actually have 72 kilometers of metro rail on the median of the road. If you see in some of the places, you must have seen the construction happening. It will come up on the divider between the road with columns, and then all the rails will run above the ground. There is no underground section, it is all elevated metro, and there will be 66 stations on this 72 kilometers. Almost every 1 kilometer you will have a station. Supposing you have a station somewhere close to your school, 1 kilometer down the line you will have the next station. And these stations are also on the center of the road with access from either sides of the road to get onto the station. The Hyderabad Metro Rail project will initially transport in each direction about 50,000 passengers in 1 hour. Later, once the population grows and the demand increases, we will increase the capacity. But to start with, it will be about 50,000 people who get transported in one direction in 1 hour. And then there will be trains which come with a frequency of 2 to 5 minutes during the peak hours. So if you miss a train, the next, you wait for 2 minutes, you get another train. So you don't need to wait for longer periods even in the stations. Today, if you see in the roads of Hyderabad, the average speed any vehicle can go is about 10 or 11 kilometers per hour because of the traffic congestion, and that consumes a lot of petrol or diesel, which is, you must be reading in your books, it is actually a disaster for the environment, because that is it's a renewable energy. It's a non-renewable energy. You exhaust oil stock in some time, whereas electricity generated through non-renewable means can be used to run metros. So in that sense, it is actually energy efficient and environment friendly. So that will reduce the pressure on the nature and the environment.